Good morning everyone. It's 7:30 AM here in the UK and I must be mental. I'm walking up the hill. The forecast is rain coming in by about 11 and the winds to pick up real strong, but I'm dying to try this new Niviuk Artik glider out. I've not flown for a good, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, so I've got up really early. We're babysitting this week, all week long, so I've left Sean babysitting our granddaughter and I'm at the hill. I don't know that there'll be a lot of wind at the moment. It's going to be a really short window to get this test flown. You can see the rain in the distance. Well, I don't know if you can on the GoPro. There's lots of rain coming, but I'm just going to give it a try. If nothing else, it's a bit of fitness. So let's get up top and open this baby up. So while I'm walking up the hill, so I'll just explain. This wing's a C-class wing. So it's a little bit more of an advanced wing. It's a wing for advanced cross-country pilots. Let's be honest, it's going to be good. It just is. Wings these days are good. They're all good. You don't really hear of bad wings these days from anyone. They've all got a slight different feel though. And as many of you know, I like a wing that's really good for ground handling. Obviously for flying as well. But it's a must that they do what I want them to do and do it well on the ground. I hate wings that are tippy, that the wingtips want to lift all the time before I'm ready to launch. So I really hope it doesn't do that. I hope it doesn't bite and come up like a rocket ship. And I like, when I land low, I like to, if the wind's a bit light, I like it when the wind wafts through with the thermals, and rather than rose the wing and carry up the hill, it's nice to be able to use my right hand on the A risers, my left hand on the brake line, and kite the glider up the hill and let the wind pull me up the hill. And I really hope it's good at that. So let's see. But let's be honest, I can't see it being a bad wing. I just can't. So it's probably going to be a good report. If it is, I'll say so. If it's rubbish, or if it doesn't do something good, I will say so, but I can't see that myself. Anyway, not far from the top. Oh, it's already raining there, look. Ah, it's come way early, that has. Look at the rain. Damn. Plenty of wind though. Plenty of wind. Okay, well, we got a bit of a patch of good weather. Loads of wind. So, let's get this baby out and see what she looks like, and also see what she Cobra launch is like in this wind. It's quite windy. The bag I'm well impressed with. Check the bag out, guys. Lovely waterproof covered zips. It's like a stretchy material. You wouldn't think a pod harness and an entire glider's in there. Look at the size of my hand. But it's gone in really easy. Anyway, I've got no time to waste really, because that rain's coming and it's already windy, so let's get this thing out of the bag. I'm like a kid at Christmas. While I'm getting ready, I just want to thank all the pilots that have been coming to us from overseas to learn with us. Thanks so much, guys. We got some more coming from Canada, the Netherlands, again, UAE. So yeah, thanks guys, and we'll see you new guys real soon. The bag folds over, look, like that, which is quite a nice little idea. Like that, that's quite nice, look. It's very tiny at the top, but when you unzip it, it opens up like a bit of a teardrop. Pretty cool. They always come with these little funny knots here, not sure why. I'm trying to do this between my legs so I can video it. They always come with this. Why do you do that, Niviuk? I'm so excited to try this wing out. This is my wing, by the way. I bought this. This isn't a demo, it's my personal wing. So I'm not going to go into the risers, do this about 3 centimeters more than that brand, etc. They're just a set of risers. I don't really care about all. They go a bit more than that, and that pulls that a bit more. I really don't care. It's a paraglider. I want it to feel good. Anyway, let's get it open. I keep saying that. Keep talking to you and not getting the frigging thing open. Let's put this away. This is not easy one-handed. Oh. Another knot. I guess maybe we'll do this to stop everything getting knotted up, I don't know. It's not really the end of the world. They're not tight. Alright, she's open. She's been born. Right, let's connect up. Look at that. Some moron has come up here and left his beer bottle there. That's unbelievable. Anyway, we'll take that with us. Oh crap, some more of that stuff in the wing, look. Don't want to be dropping this all over the hills. The farmer will definitely not be happy with us. Now, can I cobra this one-handed? Let's have a look. It's got these nice little steerers, look. Most of the C wings have these now. So when you're on glide, you can hold them. You still hold the brakes, but you can hold these, and they steer the wing a little bit from the rear riser. So they're inducing a bit less drag than the brakes. But as I said, I'm not going to get into all that technical rubbish. Let's just see what the paraglider feels like. So I am going to try and do a cobra launch with this one-handed. There's a buzzard thermaling look there. That's amazing. It's only about 8 o'clock in the morning. There's a buzzard thermaling look. Turn my vario on. 8:30 it is. Let's try it, stuff it. Here we go. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, and we're away. She's off. So happy. I love test flying wings. Okay, this buzzard's already firmly in front of me. 8:30 in the morning. She feels nice. Look at the shape of that. Let's go to this buzzard then. See him? yeah, got one already. It's got to be a good omen, isn't it? Firmly, would have been in the air 20 seconds. Honest to God, I've still not flown it two-handed yet. Beautiful, it turns so nice. I'm not sure whether you can see the windsock at the club end, but there's hardly any wind at all. It's dropped right the way off. I'm stopping up so easy. I can see pilots rigging, but the windsock's almost down. I'm not sure you can see it on this GoPro. Yeah, the wind is better here for sure. So happy so far. Of course, I've not done any tricks, I've not chucked it around, not ground handled it properly yet. All it's done is that one Cobra launch, but so far, I love it. These are nice and big. See how sensitive they are. Oh, they're quite sensitive. Not moving much, that's quite cool. Looking out front, the weather looks okay for probably another maybe hour. No speed system. Let's try the speed bar. Just get it square. Right, let's try bar. Here we go. Here we go. Full bar. God, very light on bar. Probably got dead windy now. Very light on bar. Oh, I think I'm really going to enjoy this wing. I think we'll land a little bit lower down. Try and land one-handed so you get to see the first landing. Alright, first landing coming up. Got great speed, really good speed. Great speed into wind, blimey heck. Really good speed, here we go. Oh. Oh God, I love this wing already. I'm not exaggerating, I know I'm going to really love this wing. Just feels so good to ground under with. Right, I'm into the sun there. Alright, I'm gonna try and put the camera down on a nice flat spot and do some ground handling. And we'll do a few launches and see how she handles. I think really where I'm standing is probably a good spot. Try and put the camera down here. Maybe land it in the Cobra position. Not easy really. I'll say that, the wing actually is easy to do. Yes. Right, put it here. No. Come on, Marc. Stay. Alright. Nice. Look at seal. Turn's really nice, really quite crisp on the turn. This is what really matters to me. This bit, walking up the hill like this. I want to leave the wing in that low position. Tell you what I'll do. I'll put the microphones on so you can hear me better. Okay, let's simulate some launches. So, let's see how it feels. Does it bite really harsh? Oh, it doesn't bite very harsh. It comes up really nice, actually. Let's try another launch. Wow. She launches so sweet. Oh yes, oh yes. Now I like this. Now that is what I like in a wing. Don't be watching this though and thinking of buying one if you're a beginner. It's not a beginner wing, it's a sea wing. It's not a beginner wing. So you got to learn to fly before you start buying wings like this. You need to be on an A wing for at least a couple of years before you start moving on. I'd love to try and get nice and high on this wing and see how she feels. Let's just try and get in this thumb with these two birds of prey. Climb's just coming off that ledge there. It's just triggered off that ledge. Here they are. Here comes the climb. Now the trouble is, because I'm flying one-handed, I'm gonna have to take this to the right because I'm flying left-handed. Oh God, it's a good one. Blimey. Here we go. Oh my God. I can't tell you how good this thermal's. Honestly, this thermal's unbelievable. 3 meter climb. I love this wing. I truly love this wing already. I'm so happy with it. To be fair, as I said on the way up, wings aren't bad these days, but I would have said, if it did something crap, I would have said, I've still not thermaled it two-handed yet. Oh. Right, I've lost the thermal. Oh no, here it comes, here it comes. There it is. How good would it be to get to cloud base on its maiden voyage? Alright guys, I've been up for about 58 minutes I've been up. Had some great climbs, been to cloud base, well, about 50 foot from cloud base, and this wing is really stunning. I'm really super stoked with it. I'm just going to cruise up to the other end of the hill, and then I'm going to come back. I've parked in a little tiny lay-by just down here, so I'm going to try and do a bit of an off-piste ex-Alps style of landing, just to see how it feels doing that. Hopefully I'll be able to just stall it down into a nice tiny little spot, probably somewhere on this track, right on that track somewhere there. Oh, that was such a good day. Hour and 20-minute flight. Ah, oh, so good. What a fabulous couple of hours. Sun's still out, it's raining just over to my right. Wind's got a bit strong at the end and it got quite feisty in the air, it got quite rough. But the wing was stunning, no wobbles, no nothing. I managed to do a little off-piste landing just down to my right here. I'm just driving there to show you where I landed, and it did exactly what I wanted. It was quite gusty and windy gusty and thermic gusty, and I wanted to be able to get down to the ground and hit the brakes, and I wanted the wing to stall really quick and lose all its power before it had time to give me a drag or pull me over or whatever. Some wings tend to hang in the air and you need to take a wrap and they don't want to come down. As soon as I touched the ground, I just lamped the brakes as hard as I could and it just stalled. It just, before it even twisted, it was on the ground. I'll just show you where I landed. I landed right here. right here. So I came in round this tree here. I came through this gap and just landed right here in the lee of the wind, just to see what it would behave like, and it was absolutely bloody stunning. So super happy with the wing. Let's go home, and it's a little bit damp, so I just want to go home and dry it out, give it an airing. I don't like putting them away wet. So let's go home, open it up in the barn, in the man cave, and might have to go over a debrief of what we think of it. But all in all, I absolutely love it. Definitely a sportier wing though. It's, you know, it's a C, like I've said. It's not for a beginner. Definitely not for a beginner, but well happy with it. I'm going to clock up a few kilometers with this wing this year with our fly guiding trips. In fact, when we get back to the barn, I'll open it and air it, and then I'll let you guys know what we're doing in November, February, March and April. So see you back at the man cave.
Okay, well that was a lot of fun. So as I said, it's a little bit damp, so I always like to air them out. I don't like to put them away wet. So let's open it up, chuck it down in the barn and get it all nice and dry, and then we can repack it tomorrow, and then we'll have a bit of a debrief and a talk about the wing. So I love the bag. The bag is amazing. I've had loads of different hike and fly bags, and I'm really happy with this bag. You do have to put your helmet on the outside if you're going to pack nice and tight and small for sort of hike and fly. This is the 60. This is the XP Race 60. I suppose you could stretch that. No, you couldn't. You wouldn't get it in there. So yeah, I just clip mine through these, and it just sits there nicely. So that's that. And then this side, I just chuck my gloves in, which today, I must add, the only downside to the Artik is the big ear lines are very, very thin micro line, and they hurt your fingers if you don't wear gloves. And as you see from the video, I didn't wear my gloves. So yeah, gloves next time, Marc, don't forget them. But the bag is just so comfortable. Nice and wide. Put your mobile phone in there, charge your battery bank in there. So yeah, love the bag, but as I said, it's a little bit damp, and I don't like putting it away damp. So I'm just gonna fluff it open. Trusty old Super Strike 1 harness. I still love that harness. Really happy with that. And there she is, drying out. But I say drying out, there was just a few speckles of water on it, and it's already not on it now, so I probably didn't need to open it. So yeah, so the wing, it's awesome. It's a C wing, as I've said a few times. It feels a little bit more spicier than the Alpina that I've just sold, the Ozone Alpina. It feels a little bit, perhaps a little bit more sporty than that. I think it's got more speed. The speed on the bar is incredible. It thermals better. I absolutely, totally love the way it thermals. Bar's good. Big ears are good. Big ears hold in better than the Alpina. The Alpina, they just want to open all the time. You're constantly fighting to keep them closed. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking behind the camera. I've never done that before. So yeah, the big ears, when you big ears it, on this wing, they just come in and they stay in, they hold in. No flapping, no trying to open, they stay put. Nice to weight shift when you're in big ears. When you let them go, a couple of pumps and they're open again. Whereas the Alpina, they're constantly flapping, flying backwards and flapping, and you're sort of working your fingers higher and higher up the lines to try and keep them to stop doing that. And if you just let up the slightest bit while trying to weight shift, they just open. That used to sort of wind me up a little bit. The Alpina, I think, is more benign. I think this is definitely a step up in the class. Ground handling's better with this, the Artik R. as you launch it, when the winds got stronger today, as I launched it in the high end wind, as the glider comes from the ground to about 45 degrees, it speeds up more. So as it gets to the 45, be earlier on your brake. Don't wait for it to get almost to the top and brake to stop it. Start stopping it at 45 degrees. And if you keep your centre of gravity low as it comes to the 45 degrees and start braking sooner, you can sort of mush the power out, so you get under it and it doesn't lift you off your feet. But it was quite strong the last 20 minutes of flying. It lulled right down and then it really hoovered back up. And it got quite lifty. It was actually hard to get back down. The sky went really black. So I did some spirals on it. Just a quick thing to add. We've started our Spanish trips. We're 3/4 full on the November one. So if you want to come out and do some fly guiding with myself, we're out in Spain in November. Just send us an email. Send Sean an email, seanleavesley@yahoo.com, and she'll explain the dates and what it all entails. We have got some very low-end students coming to finish the course, but we also have pilots that are slightly better. They've passed the course, they just want to learn a bit better on thermaling and stuff. So if that's you, maybe contact us and come along. And also, we're then out there in February, March and April doing basic flying lessons for students right the way through to being a pilot within a 2-week holiday. And we're also doing thermaling courses and cross-country courses, picking up the 2nd and 3rd thermals. So we're doing all of that in Spain, November, February, March and April. So whack us an email if you want to learn to fly or you want to learn to fly better, and I'll sort you out. So nothing really much else to say today on the Artik R. I definitely love it. So thanks Niviuk, I love it. But let's fly it some more. Cheers.